Welcome back to Corporate Queens. It's Tuesday and it's also Technology Day. We're here with Corporate Queen Toni Bennett from Toni's Techs. She's part of the Royal Court, and today we're going to discuss backup. Toni, what can you tell us about backup?
Well, first of all, backup is important for residential computer owners as well as business computer owners. On the business side, it's a no-brainer. If you're a law firm, if you're a doctor's office, you should know that your data is critical and you have to back it up. But it's important for residential clients as well. You'll be surprised how many people have lost their iTunes library, thousands of dollars that they've spent on investing in music, and something happens and they lose it all. You'll be surprised how many people have lost their irreplaceable wedding photos.
Pictures.
Or, yes, photos of family members, children, that they cannot replace. And so this is an important discussion for everyone. And the first thing I want to say is you have to make backing up mindless and routine.
Right.
A lot of people, particularly businesses that have been around for a while, are still using tapes. And that's really old technology. It requires a lot of human intervention, and you really ought to be storing the tapes off-site. And so that's really kind of high maintenance. And so what I like to counsel people to do, and what we do, we'll come in and we'll assess the client's needs, is think about a multi-layered approach to backing up. It's okay to have an on-site backup. Maybe we'll set up an external hard drive right next to your computer, and we'll set it up to run automatically so you don't have to remember to do anything. It's just a certain time every day or however often you need it, it'll run and it'll back up. And that's fine. But if you've got a law firm and you've got contracts, wills, information about your clients' cases, or a doctor's office and you've got your patient histories, test results, you can't bear to lose that that data. So what we also recommend, in addition to any on-site backup that you might have, is remote backup. And this is good in case, God forbid, you have a flood or a fire. But you don't even have to have a disaster. It could just be a hard drive doesn't last forever. The hard drive could just die on you. It could be malware that corrupts your system and just eats up your data. So you want to have a remote, secure server where your data is backed up on a daily basis, automatically, and you don't have to do anything. It's scheduled to happen, and you'll get a report. The business client will get an email saying that your backup ran. And the nice thing about this sort of remote backup is if there's a fire and your whole network, your server, whatever you have, just vanishes off the face of the earth, you could literally take a laptop and set up a temporary office somewhere, even in a hotel or your home, and access your data because it's going to be on that remote server, and it's going to be secure on that remote server, and you can be in business the next day.
Now, for the startups or solo entrepreneurs out there, how important or what is the cost for backing up?
Well, it varies, and we always talk to our clients about their budget because you may not need a Rolls Royce.
Right.
A Cadillac might do, or a Chevy. And we can customize a solution that fits your budget. So it could be $10 a month.
Okay.
Or you could prepay $100 a year. And think of it as an insurance policy.
Absolutely.
Isn't it worth it to not have to reinvent or try to reinvent your QuickBooks file? I mean, however many years of financial data that you have, it could be gone if you haven't backed it up. So isn't it worth $10 a month?
Now what about websites, for instance? How important is to back up your website and the data of your website?
Well, your website should be hosted somewhere, and I'm not sure I would worry that much about it. If you're concerned about it, because maybe someone is hosting it on a private server in their home or something like that, then we can talk about it. But if you have a professional website, which I would recommend, and we do, we design websites.
Okay.
It should be on a secure server, and you shouldn't really have to worry about that.
Okay, very good. Any other tips about backup?
Yes, one of the things I would recommend, and a lot of people don't do this, is that you check. Whatever system you're using, even if it's tapes, or you're just sticking in a flash drive, or if you're doing an external hard drive, as I suggested, is fine for certain people, check it. Go into the file and make sure the data is there and that it's preserved in the right format, because you'll be surprised sometimes it can be corrupted, or maybe something was going on and it wasn't actually backing up. You thought it was, but it wasn't actually doing it. So, every few months, just check and make sure the backup is there.
Now, how often are you doing a backup? Are you doing it on a daily basis, on a weekly basis?
I do it daily. Some people are comfortable with doing it weekly. If you're a professional practice, I would say you need to do it every day.
Right,
I mean, it's that critical. Your data is changing every day, and you need to back it up.
Especially if you're, have accounts receivables. When you're receiving money every day, that's extremely important.
Financial data changes every day. Absolutely.
So basically, we give you Tony's Techs a call. You come out and you're able to set up the backup. It runs routinely, and then you recommend, let's say, once a quarter, a maintenance check.
That's right. And in a future episode, we will talk about maintenance,
okay,
because that's something people should remember to do. But yes, we will check it up. We'll check on it when we run maintenance to make sure everything is backed up properly.
Okay, great. Well, tell us a little bit more about Tony's Techs.
Yes, we are an IT firm for both small businesses, meaning 20 or fewer employees, and residential clients. We're happy to service residential clients. And we will come to you unless you tell us you want to bring your equipment and drop it off. It's up to you. I don't know why people like to do that, but they do. And all of our techs are professional, certified, degreed, technicians, very highly experienced. So, if you have an issue or you just need ongoing support, please call me.
And how do we reach you?
My phone number is 973-377-8071, and our website is www.tonistechs.com, and Toni is spelled with an I, TONISTECHS.com.
And what are we talking about next week?
We'll talk about maintenance. Just as you maintain your car, you should be routinely maintaining your computer system.
Great.